Good day, gamers. Today we're going to be talking about toxicity in the endgame chat because it's starting to get a little out of... What? What do you mean someone's already done a video on it? Who the hell has done a video on it?
Today, I want to talk about potentially the most common form of toxicity in Dead by Daylight, endgame chat toxicity.
You know, guys, if I had a nickel for every time Sage is beating me to a video while I was mid-doing it...
I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
So, if you want a video on endgame toxicity, just go watch Twins Main Sage's video on it, because it's a really good video. Even if it did waste a bunch of my time. Instead, we're going to salvage what we can from my video. Just because someone plays in a way that you don't like, it doesn't mean it's a personal attack or make them less of a person. Here's an example from a recent match of what I'm talking about. Kill me.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I'm sorry, did I just finish a match of Dead by Daylight, or did I just get into an argument with an angry ex-partner? What the fuck was that?
That's not normal.
So, this individual accused me of tunneling. We'll get onto that one later. Let's go through some of these messages, shall we? I told them that I was just playing the game, which should have been the end of it. It wasn't. They then asked why I only tunneled them, and before I even got to finish my reply, another player in the lobby said,
"Tunneling is a bit sour though, emo."
Stop it! Stop! Stop it!
So now, not only do I have one player taking a personal offense, I then have another jumping in trying to make me feel bad for playing the fucking game.
Stop it.
And the pièce de résistance of this whole situation, when I said that they were the first person I saw, and that's why I went for them, they typed in all caps, "Don't lie to me, explain." Let's actually look back at the match timeline to see if I hard tunneled her, or to see if she could have done anything to help her stay alive. I found her first, and I downed her. So I hook her near the middle of the map. A little bit later, I'm chasing somebody nearby and her teammate decides to unhook her. So, I went to pressure the hook, and instead of repositioning, these two decided to heal directly under the hook.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Then, instead of running away from me to the strongest tiles in the map, including this window, she runs directly into the open.
What are you doing?
You can guess what happened next. Before we continue, if we take a quick look at her build, we'll find Decisive Strike. Oh, no! She missed her Decisive Strike. So, after she healed under the hook, ran into a dead zone, and then missed a Decisive Strike, surely I hard tunneled her again, right? Yeah. From giving suggestions ever again. And then to finish it off, the second stage Tori decided to try and do generators I was actively pressuring rather than ones across the map, which of course resulted in her death.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Can we get serious now?
This breakdown wasn't to talk down to anyone in this match, so please don't go do that, but to highlight a big problem within this community. People assuming the worst of someone for simply playing the game. Just because someone is slugging, or tunneling, or camping, that doesn't mean there's some hidden agenda behind it. They aren't trying to make you feel bad, or ruin your day, or get revenge on you for something. 9 times out of 10, they're just playing the game. Here's a couple examples to prove my point. When I'm slugging on Sadako, that's not to make the survivors feel like shit. That's because behavior have actively encouraged me to do that to get the most out of my power, since they've removed all the reasons for me to hook and I can't give survivors my TV cooldowns. When a killer is tunneling and slugging because behavior have decided to gig above a perk that's now hard meta and the only counterplay is tunneling and slugging, that's not the killer being a dick, that's the killer avoiding 20-second generators and 20-second chance perks.
This is not okay.
It's the same thing for killer players as well, because some of you do the exact same thing when a survivor is gen rushing or taking body blocks or using decisive strike aggressively, all very annoying things, but none of these things make the survivor toxic. It's the same thing survivors do. You're perceiving something that's annoying with doing it purely to be spiteful. But just like tunneling, slugging, and camping, survivors, they're just playing the game. The actions themselves are not inherently toxic. Now saying that, this is a much bigger problem with survivors, in my experience. And this isn't an us versus them thing, that's just how it is. My survivor build is very sweaty. In fact, this is what my build looks like.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
4 of some of the most uninteractive, hard meta perks you can play against. On top of this, I do things like taking body blocks, do generators in the killer's face, pre-drop pallets, and everything in between. And yet, I can go weeks without a killer complaining about this, but when I play killer, in the exact same way, I'm lucky if I can go 2 matches without someone telling me to go next IRL in the endgame chat.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Now, with all this being said, of course some players are doing this to be toxic, and by that, I mean they're going out their way to make the other side not have any fun. But it's usually followed up with teabagging, or hitting on the hook, or some form of BM.
I know you're hurting. Got to be hurting today what you're doing. Knowing how much that'll hurt them, but no caring.
Now lastly, and arguably the most important thing, I'm not saying you have to enjoy playing against these playstyles. When someone is playing sweatier, whether you're being slugged by an Onryo, or people have used decisive strike aggressively, or take hits against you, get frustrated. I get frustrated at it, but get frustrated at the mechanics, not the players using them. Unless a player is abusing bugs to hold you hostage or something, in that case, fuck him.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Now I know this is a much more serious video than what you're normally used to from me these days, but I've been playing a lot of Sadako recently, and genuinely, well over half those matches, I'm just being hurled abuse in the endgame the entire time. I constantly have people coming into my stream talking about it happening to them too, and what to do about it. And the fact is, there's nothing you can do about it because it's a community-wide issue. I've never played a game before where simply trying to win has so much abuse sent towards you. Every single time I've gone to the comments of a behaviors post on Twitter, or the comments of gameplay, whether it's a killer main or a survivor main, whether it's the endgame chat or whatever, I see this where players are acting like their opponents are some horrific person because they're simply playing the game, and it's honestly tiring. So if this video can change just one person's perspective, where the next time you play against someone who's slugging or tunneling or camping or gen rushing or body blocking and they haven't BM'd you, instead of instantly assuming that person is doing it to upset you and you're going to start hurling abuse at them, maybe, just maybe, remember they're just playing a game, and if you really want to have an issue with it,
Don't hate the player, hate the game, son.
Anyway, that's all from me, gamers. I'll see you when I see you. Bye for now.